Hello again, friends. Welcome back to our final week of the Summer Activity Club. I can't believe our last week is already here. I'm Rebecca. I'm the Children, Youth, and Family Director at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Missoula. And all summer, we have been together learning about God and God's love for the whole world. And I'm definitely sad that this is our last week together. But I think that this week's activities are really gonna light us up. So let's get started. This week, I want to start us off with song. And maybe you know it. It's called This Little Light of Mine. And let's learn it together, repeat after me style. So I'll sing a line, and then you sing it back to me. And the words will be below on the screen. So let's learn it. Remember, I'll sing a line, and then you sing it back to me. This little light of mine, your turn. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Awesome, great job. And then there's a second verse that we'll sing. And the only thing that changes is a few words. So instead of saying, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, we'll say, hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. So remember, hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay? So we'll sing both verses together, the first one and then the second one, all together. So ready? Sing with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No! I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Awesome, that was so fun to sing together. You know, I haven't sang that song in so long. So, thank you for joining me for that song. And maybe you guessed it already, but this week is all about our little lights. Just like our Bible verse says this week, we are all like candles that can light up a whole room. You know, I have this candle here with me, and in a dark room, even this teeny tiny little candle makes a huge difference. So in our final activity of the Summer Activity Club this week, all of our activities are going to help us think about God's light shining through us. Because when we let our light shine, we are letting God shine through us in our words and in our actions. So make sure you take some time this week to talk to everyone in your house about how they shine their light. Because all of us have God's light inside of us, in our hearts. You and me and your parents and your siblings and your friends and your grandparents and the lady at the grocery store. Everyone. We all have God's light in us. And we can all let it shine. We don't want to hide it under a bushel or under something that doesn't let us be who we are. We don't have to hide it under trying to be someone we're not, or being unkind, or being afraid, we can let God's light shine. So, all of our activities this week are going to help us learn how to do that. And I can't wait to see your pictures of you participating in those activities. Because remember, this is the last week to share a picture of you doing those activities with me. And when you do that, I'll enter your name into a drawing for our final August prize. So don't forget to send your pictures in. And thank you for joining me for the Summer Activity Club today and all of the other weeks before this summer. It's been so much fun. I'm so grateful that we could be on this journey of faith and fun together this summer. And so we'll have one more video next week where I'll announce our August winner and we'll wrap this amazing summer up together. So get on those activities, and I can't wait to see you back here next week. Bye, friends.